Good day everyone. I'm Nikita and you're watching Alohomora Tarot, where we try to unlock our best lives with the help of the tarot and oracle decks. I hope this video finds you healthy and safe, and I hope you are able to spend time secure with your family. For today's pick a card reading, I've chosen at random 3 keywords: heritage, unity, and action. You can pause the video and choose the pile that you are most drawn to or feel most connected to, and you can skip ahead to the timestamp given in the description box or in the comment section below. You could also listen to a small brief of my interpretations of the keywords to help you choose. Either way will help, and you should go definitely with your gut feeling. Pile number 1 is heritage. Heritage is the pile for anyone who is facing issues with their parents, parental figures, guardians, or mentors. It is also the pile for you if you feel like you have been dealt with a rough deal and a bad set of cards in a particular situation. Basically, if you feel you have inherited conditions which are unfavorable or bad for you from your predecessors. You could also choose this pile if you're feeling homesick or disconnected from your people. Or you could choose this pile if you feel you are discriminated because of your background. Choose pile number 1 if your issue deals with heritage. Pile number 2 is unity. This is the pile for anyone who is not feeling whole at this particular minute. If you're feeling torn between 2 options or sides, this could be the pile for you. It could also be the pile for you if you're facing division or conflict within a unit, such as a family, a group of friends, your team at work, your society, etc. Unity could also be the pile for you if you're facing challenges in accepting a part of you or a part of someone who is or used to be close to you. Choose pile number 2 if you are facing troubles reaching a consensus, a sense of unity, or integration. Pile number 3 is action. This is the pile for you if you're facing issues with the course of action that you have to take or are dealing with the consequences of a course of action already taken. If you're having trouble responding to a particular situation in the best possible manner, this could be the pile for you. This pile could also be for you if you have been feeling paralyzed or unable to act of your own free will. Choose pile number 3 if you're facing issues with action. With that out of the way, I'll see you in your readings. Okay, pile number 1. If you chose the keyword heritage, then this is the reading for you. I'll just keep this off to the side. We'll first take out some tarot cards for you. The Hermit, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Empress reversed. Okay. Well, right off the bat, there are 2 major arcana cards. So the situation seems to be more of the universe's will and design being manifested in your reality. It is a design for your soul's purpose. That means there is a lesson for you to learn from. And if you do learn from this lesson, you will be able to move on from this situation. So first up we have the Hermit, which talks about solitude, introspection, gaining some perspective, wisdom and guidance. So with the Hermit card, what I feel is that you have been looking for answers and guidance but have found none. And this is a situation that is making you quite desperate, because we have the Knight of Cups as the second card. So I'm thinking you are feeling very emotional. There are lots of intense emotions in your head right now. You are going through a lot of thoughts, and you are feeling paralyzed by this situation. You are maybe not thinking clearly because of the emotional connection to this issue. So there is some kind of a fickle, idealistic sort of a way that is coming out, and that is why probably you are unable to find the guidance that you're looking for, because you're not thinking clearly. You are a little emotionally unstable at the moment. And then we have the reversed Empress. The Empress, when she comes in the upright position, she talks about creativity, abundance, and basically she talks about nurturing. And when she comes as reversed, it means smothering. So this situation that you are in, you are feeling smothered by this situation, and you are feeling that you have reached a burnout place. You are feeling that your creativity is blocked because of this, and there has been like no time for rest or recuperation. Also, considering that the keyword that you picked out was heritage, there might be some issues with your mother. So I think some of you might be having some issues with your mother, or the motherhood sort of energy, or a feminine energy, someone who has a lot of feminine energy in your circle. So it could be a person who takes care of you and or guides you, or tries to nurture your dreams and bring them about into reality. So you could be probably feeling smothered and stifled because of this person. So that's what I'm getting right now with these cards. So let's bring out some clarifier cards so that we have some idea what's going on. Okay, so we have the 10 of water, which is the 10 of cups, and we have the 9 of air. Okay, interesting, because 9 of air is 9 of swords. So this is very interesting, because the 10 of cups basically is talking about a happy home, and we chose the card, the keyword heritage over here, and we also saw that there might be some mother issues over here, or issues with a maternal figure over here. So the 10 of cups basically is showing that there are blessings there for you if you want to see it. Because right now what I am getting off the cards is that you are expecting a fairy tale ending. You are expecting the happily ever after, which is not true in a practical or a day-to-day life. So what the 10 of cups is telling you over here is that you have to count your blessings. You have to focus on what you have got, on the happiness that you can create and enjoy right now in the family. So you need to bring in the peace. You need to understand, you need to accept people as they are, and you need to realize how much they have done for you, because whatever problems are there, it is all your own repressed thoughts, fears and worries. You are having a lot of worries and anxieties because of this situation, and that worry and anxiety is making you emotionally unstable. So this sort of you are having nightmares almost of this particular situation. So what the cards are telling me is that you have to confront your fear. You are the person who has to end this mental ordeal. If you face your fears, if you face your worries and actually look at the boogeyman, you might find that there is no boogeyman over there. You might find that there was just an illusion of a monster that your thoughts have created for you. And if you face these fears head on, that is how you'll be able to find the peace that you want. You'll find the blessings, you will be able to see, because the illusion of this boogeyman, of this fearsome state, is not allowing you to see the happiness, the peace that is already there in your family. So if you face your fears, you will end your mental ordeal. But if you don't, you are going to be continued to be haunted by these worries. And how do you face it? It is by asking for some guidance, maybe reaching out to an elder person who is calm, who is quite collected, maybe a person who is far away from the situation, I would say, a detached person, a person who is neutral. So you should ask that person maybe for some guidance, or if you are able to take care of the emotional instability, you will be able to find that detachment in your own self. And for that, you need to rest. You need to take a rest from these constant worries and thoughts. You need to recuperate. You need to take time off because you're burnt out. You are facing a mental turmoil, a mental rock bottom, if you will, if you do not face your fears. Because these fears, these nightmares will continue to grow. So I'll just pick out another oracle card to shed some more light. And oh my god, yeah, this is what we are talking about. Fill the well. This is exactly what we are talking about. You are running on fumes, pile 1. You are running on fumes. You have your fuel gauge. Your fuel gauge is pointing towards the empty side and is telling you desperately that this is the time that you have to gas up and receive the nurturing that you so want. You need to turn this card upright. Basically, you have been smothered, you have been burnt out. You are letting your fears and your imagination and this illusion of this boogeyman take away, drain you out. Basically, it's draining your well. And you have to basically allow yourself to reach out for love and support. You have to allow others to restore the balance, because there are too many people who are taxing your well right now. Your soul's well is dry. You need to revive it. You need to give it some soul food. You need to give it some love. You need to give it some, tender care. You need to tender loving care. You need to, it's TLC time for you. So you need to allow others to restore your balance, because you have done too much for others, and that is what is bringing you to this situation where you feel you have run out of things to give. So again, it is not the time to do it on your own self. Please reach out to sources who have to give. That is, go to people who are not running on fumes themselves. Go to people whom you know are in a good place themselves. Go to people who can light your way, like the hermit, with the lantern. They are people who can light your way. So those are the kind of people that you should approach right now. And now let's just take out some Zodiac oracle cards so that we understand the energy that you need to be in right now. Okay, so the first card is air that we have got, and then we have got Neptune, both of them upright. Okay, so the air, basically it's the same thing. What the air is giving me the same feeling, that it is fueling the winds of truth. Air is basically fuel. It circulates energy. If you look at our planet, then you would see that the winds, the atmospheric winds or jet streams, as they are called, they are the ones that push clouds, and they are the ones who create weather for us and create climate for us. So wind is a circulating energy, and you have to circulate your energy. You have to replenish it as well. If you are giving out energy, then you have to always replenish yourself, because you cannot give from an empty well. So that is what the air card is talking about. And it's also talking about looking at the situation in a very calm, practical, logical manner, with rationality and with reason, because without renewing your own energy, you won't be able to circulate it ahead. So the air, the wind being a renewable source of energy, so you need to keep it as its true nature is. You need to allow the energy to circulate within, so that you can give outwards, and that is what will break the stagnation and help you think things clearly, see things clearly, and not be very emotionally wrought. So if you are able to give some R&R to yourself, you will be able to see things in a much more balanced manner. You will be able to focus on the facts. And the Neptune also, basically, it talks about the same thing. Neptune is a balancing force between giving and receiving, because Neptune can very easily, Neptune's energy is, if overspent, it can turn into resentment. So you need to understand where you sacrifice and where your obligations end, and where you need to replenish your own self, because that is the way the world works. No one can give out of an empty cup. So this is what even Neptune is saying, that you need to circulate, you need to renew your energies, and that is how you will be able to give back. So you might be facing this burnt out scenario in your family with a maternal figure. Take your time out, pile number 1, and try and gain the perspective and the rest, the mental, emotional rest that you need, so that you get to a more balanced state and are able to look at the situation more clearly. So I'll end the reading here, and I hope you have enjoyed the reading as much as I did. And I hope that you find the answers that you were looking for. If you liked the video, if you liked the reading, please give a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And do drop in a comment about any part of the reading or any part of the video that resonated with you and that really connected with your situation. And do hit that subscribe button for more such videos. Until next time, love and light. Namaste. Okay, pile number 2. If you chose the keyword unity, then this is the reading for you. So I'll just keep this here and pick out 3 tarot cards for you. Oh, okay, the Chariot. We have the High Priestess. And oh my god, we have the Death card. Okay, I'm pile number 2. I'm not. Wow. We have got 3 major arcana cards, pile number 2. And wow, you are going through some really, really massive changes. All major arcana. What the major arcana cards basically tell are they chart the universe's design and the universe's will for your life. Basically, they are charting out the lessons that you have to learn. So in a reading, you can get the major arcana or the minor arcana. The major arcana talking about the situation which you cannot control, because that is the universe's cycle that is taking place. And the minor arcana talks about things that are in your hands, basically. So the 3 major arcana cards, wow, you are going through some big, powerful changes. Okay, let's break this down. So the first card is the Chariot. It talks about momentum. It talks about control. As you can see, there are 2 opposing forces on the card. So it is talking about, having your hands on the reins, having the control of the reins in your hands. And it talks about determination. Control requires determination, because control maintained for a long-term period is difficult, and you need to have discipline and determination for that, because this is basically talking about a long-term focus. It's not talking about short-term gratification at all. This is talking about how the stars are aligning for you. You are going through some major cyclical changes. Wow, even the high priestess talks about that. If you see, she has the moon energy over here. Again, she's talking about balancing two opposing forces, the black and the white. And this is a major change that is coming, a major time of transformation. It's a phase basically where you have to turn the page to the next chapter of your life. So the high priestess, she's talking about receptivity, being receptive to the changes that are coming, going inward, maintaining solitude and meditating upon these synchronicities and these changes that are coming into your life. And the death card, I mean, a lot of people fear it. It does not mean death as such. It talks about this long, slow change that was incoming, that was on its way already. And this change, if you welcome it, it's going to be good for you. If you don't welcome it, it's going to ride you over. So that's what the death card is showing. It's talking about transformation. It's talking about ending of an era, closure, maybe letting go of certain people, certain relationships, certain energies. It's talking about freeing up a lot of stagnant energy which has been building up. So the death card requires some trust in the universe. And wow, this is still blowing my mind. You have 3 major arcana cards, and it's very interesting because the chariot talks about very quick, very fast-paced action, very fast-paced scenario. So what it's showing me is that you are in a headspace where you feel like there is a great amount of rush and momentum in this situation, and you aren't unable to keep your head above the water. You are having a tough time just dealing with this change, and it seems fast paced to you. But if you zoom out, if you don't see the small, if you zoom out and see the larger picture, see it from a bird's eye view, you will see that this was a cyclical change that had to come. We live our lives in stages, in cycles, and we go through eras where we change. Basically, when we go from one era to the other, we change, or we level up, I would like to say, into a new person. If you look back at a previous age or a previous era of your life, you will be like, oh my god, I was quite a different person then, and now I'm quite different. So this is the kind of change that is coming your way, and which is making you feel like you are being pulled in 2 different directions. So the 2 different directions are what you have to rein in. You're being pulled this way, you're being pulled that way. You have to rein in, you have to control that energy, and you have to find the middle path, the midway between these 2 opposing paths. And yeah, so this is what I'm getting as of now. Okay, let's get some clarifier cards, because this is brilliant. This is one of the most exciting readings I've seen. 3 major arcana cards. Okay, let's get some. Oh wow, another major arcana card, the moon. Oh, and finally, oh, it's the Two of Fire. Wow, pile 2, you are going through some massive changes and you really need to accept them. Wow. Okay, so the moon basically, what it is talking about is there is a lot of changes that are going on your unconscious or subconscious level. Again, see, if we talk about it, the cyclical phase, the two moons, if you can see. So again, it is talking about a cyclical phase. You are like the phases of the moon, you are going through a phase right now. It's coming to its end, it's coming to a closure, and you will be stepping into a new phase of life. Pardon the pun. It's also talking about at this time there are changes that are happening on your unconscious, on your intuitive level, and that is why you are feeling confused. You're feeling like there's some illusions, there are fears, there's a lot of things that are hidden from you, and that is causing a lot of this fear to bubble up. But what the moon card is also telling you is that this is all natural. It's, changes are a part of life and you have to accept them, because when you do accept them, you understand what your options are. So the Two of Fire or the Two of Wands talks about potential. It talks about contemplating and planning between your two choices, and it is talking about thinking your way through it. Yes, there is this big, humongous chain going on in your life, and it seems like it's going out of control. It seems very fast. It seems to be happening, it's completely not what you thought it would be. And you are almost, getting whiplash from this change. But you have to understand that this change was long in coming. It was on its way, and it is coming because it's the end of a phase. And at this end of the phase, you will be provided with two choices, or rather two opportunities, which are filled with creative potential. This is a threshold at which you are standing, and you have to, at this threshold, you have to look back as to where you have come from, and then look forward into the future and think about where you want to be. And the other thing about the Two of Wands card is that you have to understand that life is giving you multiple options. This is not the time where you would be looking at a single option. You're not stuck with just one option. You can create your options. You have the ability to create. So be brave, be bold, be true to yourself, because this change has to happen for your life to go on. So accept it, plan, understand where you came from, plan for your future, and accept the changes. Go with the flow. Let this energy take you to the life that you have to have, the life that you're meant to be living. Okay, so pile 2, wow, okay. I just took out an oracle card to understand the energies that you need to be in, and it's saying stop. Stop, because you are overreacting to the changes. I understand these changes are monumental. These changes in your life feel like they are almost like seismic, and they are quaking up your life like anything. So what the cards are trying to tell you is that stop overreacting to these things, to these changes. Just accept them and allow these changes to naturally flow, because you might be feeling threatened, you might be feeling defensive, angry as to why this is happening. I have been very happy in my previous life. Why do I need to change? Those kind of fears might be coming, and if you let your fears come, you will be manifesting your fears. I mean, look at this card. Don't manifest your fears. Don't allow your fears to cause further troubles. Don't allow these changes to happen. Allow them. See where they take you. Because if it's like when you are swimming in the ocean, if you panic, you drown. If you're calm, you are able to tread the water and keep your head above the water. So this is what the card is telling you. Stop overreacting. Stop feeling threatened. Stop causing your own troubles. Doing nothing in the sense of, just accepting it. You might feel that by accepting the changes, you are being passive and you are doing nothing. It's not that. Doing nothing doesn't mean that nothing is being done. The universe is going to right any of the imbalances, because these are universal changes. We have 4 major arcana cards which are telling you this is the universe's design for you, for your life. So stop flailing about in the waves. Stop panicking, because the universe will right whatever imbalance is there as soon as you stop making the waves. The ocean will turn calm. Alright, pile number 2, and we go to the Zodiac Oracle cards. Oh my god. What is going on? Another moon card. Pile number 2, you are on fire. 2 moon cards. Oh my god. Wow, this is just blowing my mind. Wow. And we have the Mercury in reverse. Amazing. Oh my god, this is unreal. This reading is, I'm sorry, I'm just so excited. Again, the moon is basically talking about regularity, about these changes. These changes happen in everyone's lives, and they have to happen because change is the only constant of life, and you have to go through these changes every now and then, because if these changes don't happen, we can get very complacent and very drawn in. We can become very stagnant. And the reversed Mercury is telling you that the stagnancy is in your communication area. So what it is saying is that talk it out with someone, hash it out, talk to someone, or journal, write a diary, talk to someone who is near and dear with you. Tell them. Sometimes just saying things out and having someone hear them helps you understand that, okay, there might be a lot of shit that is going on, pardon my French. There might be a lot of upheavals going on, but you are a stronger person and you can, you can overcome it. So talk it out. Let someone hear you out. Let someone, because if you ask for a detached opinion, you will get it, and that will help you understand what are your illusions and what are your fears. So you will stop sabotaging your own way by talking it out. So this is what I'm trying to leave you with, is that this is a big change. It has to happen. Don't resist, because what you resist persists. So stop resisting, go with the flow, and talk it out with someone. If you talk it out with someone, you will feel validated, you will feel calmer, because all those pent up fears and energies will go out there and will be there out of you. Get it out of your system so that you can stop flailing around, you can stop panicking. And who knows, maybe there might be a person who will, your friend or your parent or a sibling or a co-worker, they might be able to tell you, they might be able to help you differentiate the real from the unreal. They will be able to maybe guide you. Maybe there is a friend who has gone through it all before, so you might get some guidance. Either ways, communicate. And that's where I would like to leave your reading. And I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I did. Pile number 2, you are going through some big changes, and I hope you find the acceptance and integration into your life as soon as possible. I hope you found the answers that you were looking for. If you did, please give the video a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Drop in a comment about which part of the video or which part of the reading most resonated or connected with you. And do hit that subscribe button for more such videos. Until next time, love and light. Namaste. Okay, pile number 3. If you chose the keyword action, then this is the reading for you. We'll begin the reading by pulling out some tarot cards. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands, the Six of Pentacles reversed, and the Four of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. The keyword was action, and immediately what I'm seeing is that there is one card of the Wands suit which talks about action and putting things into starting things off, putting it into reality. And the Pentacles talk about energy, talk about resources, talk about the practical aspects of life. It talks about the tangible aspects and the intangible resources that you have. So immediately what I am getting is that action plus resources means giving and receiving. So you are having troubles with giving and receiving, and that is very clear if you look at the Six of Pentacles over here. So firstly, the Queen of Wands, as I'm getting this this feeling that this is your past self. You might be male, female, or however you would like to identify yourself on the spectrum from male to female, but that doesn't mean anything over here, because even though it's the Queen of Wands, what it means is that you have had the energy of the Queen of Wands. It does not say that you are female or any such thing like that. So just a clarifier. So the Queen of Wands is representing the energy that you were in. And I think you have been very decisive in the past. You have taken a course of action. You have been very passionate and optimistic with this course of action that you have taken. And very independently you have taken this course of action. But now in the present, you are facing a challenge around your own personal power as a result of this action. And this action is what I feel is that you have been giving away too much of yourself. This is what I'm getting, that you have not been in balance of giving and receiving. You have given away too much. There have been maybe too many people around you who have been expecting handouts from yourself. There might be people who are exploiting you, maybe, who have been asking too much of you, and you have been doing that. You have been going on being reckless with your resources. This Four of Pentacles energy is also talking about that. You have been giving things, there's a lack of boundaries around you. You are letting people overstep your boundaries and basically going overboard with the giving. And that's why you're feeling very burnt out. You're feeling very drained of energy, of resources, and you aren't able to say no. You are not able to, ask for help. You are facing issues with reaching out for help. So there might even be a situation where you have actively refused someone's help. It's almost like a stubborn sort of an energy which is coming out from here, that there's a stubborn refusal of help, and you have been giving away to an extent where your security is now at risk. That is what the cards are telling me as of now. Okay, so let's pull out two more clarifier cards. Okay, so we have the Messenger of Fire. That's the Knight of Swords. So another sword energy over here. Action energy. And we have the Page of Earth, another Pentacles energy. It's also the Page of Pentacles. So basically, action plus resources. I mean, giving, receiving. You have not been doing that in balance. And right off the bat, I mean, this is what the Messenger of Fire is also talking about. It's talking about this. You have been very impatient. You have, been very passionate. You have jumped at the chance of, giving. And in a way, you have felt very maybe chivalrous. It's made you feel very good, but it's almost like now you are balancing this crown of fire, and you are now in a very unbalanced position. So this crown of lighted candles could literally basically tip and fall over at any minute. You have let yourself get to that far of a place in giving. And the page of earth basically talks about being cautious, being very practical, being working hard, yes, but also paying attention to the limits of your resources, to your boundaries. It's talking about having boundaries with people, understanding your own limitations and saying no when you have to say no. So yeah, that's what the cards are saying. And let's get an oracle card out for you. Wow, I love this card. Give yourself the best. You deserve it. You totally deserve giving yourself the best, because you have been giving others so much. You have forgotten that too you too deserve the best, and you have to give to your own self. So it could be giving to your own self in the sense that you give yourself that love and support, and maybe you reach out to other people for help, and that is giving yourself the help that you require. So yeah, you need to give back to yourself, because you have been, your scales are very unbalanced, and the giving is overpowering the receiving. And because of that imbalanced state of mind that you are in, you need to now start receiving, and you have to start with yourself. Charity begins at home, pile number 3. You really have to look at your own self interest at this time. You have to look at your own needs. You have to give to yourself. All right, let's bring out some more Zodiac oracle cards, because I really think that they help with the energies, understanding the energies that we should be in. So we have Aquarius in the upright position, and we have Earth. Again, Earth. Earth energy. It's talking about security. Pile number 3, you really have to look into your own security. You have to build up your boundaries. Do not go into that martyrdom where you sacrifice yourself, because once you're sacrificed, once you have given all that you could, you're of no use to anyone. You won't be able to give again. But if you rest and recuperate, you will be able to give to more people again. So you know how they say in when you board a plane, help yourself first and then reach out to help someone else. That's what is being talked about. So Aquarius is basically it's a very creative and a very flowing energy. Like you can see over here in the illustrations, there's a flow of water. If you remember, the Aquarius sign is a man or a woman pouring water. So there is a flow. Aquarius is also is an air sign. So it is talking about circulation. It is talking about trying something new. And trying something new at this time for you means giving to your own self, giving yourself the best that you can give. So over here we are having a fixed air sign over here, and we have Earth. Earth is also talking about resources. It's talking about the very slow and steady build-up of resources. So it's your resources have to be taken care of by you. You have to understand that this, if you do not fill your own well, if you don't fill your cup, you won't be able to give out of it. You can't give from an empty cup. So this is the message that is coming out for you. So pile number 3, get back in balance, guys. Get back in balance. Give yourself the best. And so we have come to the end of the reading. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you found the answers that you were looking for. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Drop in a comment about which part of the video most resonated with you down in the comment section below, and do hit that subscribe button for more such videos. Until next time, love and light. Namaste. Light. Namaste.